Know a couple shooters that hit you on the block. In the gym.
And one forward, 7 foot from Wake Forest University. Number 21, Tim Duncan. The other forward, 6'8" from Arizona. Number 30, and a man in the middle. 7'1" center from the U.S. Naval Academy. Number 50, the Admiral, David Robinson.
Taken by Ellie. Robinson to Duncan.
Wonderful high-low, wonderful pass there. They get the fronting in the post, they swing it to the top, that makes the effort.
Robinson looking for Duncan. And finding him.
What makes these two guys so great together is they both can pass the ball. David made a great pass away from the defense, and Tim Duncan went up and caught it, brought it down. Foul trouble, it puts him in such a bind, but it forces the smaller Larry Johnson to guard him. Tim Duncan understands that, knows he can't block his shot, so he just takes his time, gets to a spot on the floor, turns and shoots the ball in rhythm. They front the post this time, he seals him. Robinson with a great pass over the top, and Tim Duncan they've had no answers for in this game.
As the clock runs down. The rebound is taken by Duncan. That puts a capper on his night. A night which saw him score 33 points, take 16 boards, and block 2 shots. Game 1. It could have been a 3.
You can see also, too, can be much in the game much sooner in this third quarter than in the first.
Ward slithers through, and Duncan says, get that mess out of here. Sprewell has it. 5 seconds to shoot. Johnson, a long 3. And with a hand in his face from Duncan at that.
See, he doesn't have the quickness to go around Duncan with that sore leg, so they can really close out on him and chase him off that 3.
LJ now 1 of 9 in the game. He hit his first shot, missed his last 8. Duncan off the glass.
See, I just love his patience.
That was Kurt Thomas's first bucket. He scored 13 points in game 1. Avery Johnson finds Mario Ellie. His set shot from the head of the key is good.
That dribble penetration just enough for Mario Ellie's man to help.
Now they're down 8. Mario Ellie, good free throw shooter if they're thinking about fouling him. Avery Johnson to Duncan, and that may spell good night.
Bob, how frightening it is. This guy has played 1 year and 50 games in the NBA, and he's already the best player in the league. How frightening, and the future for this young guy as he rolls into a Game 2 victory. Avery Johnson said, I'm just going to throw it. If I keep it in the building, Tim Duncan will find it, and he does. And I think that does it. I think that closes the Knicks out. But Tim Duncan, the relentless runner, we've seen it all through the playoffs. He plays minute 1 through 48. And David Robinson, the leader, the guy who's been there for him.
Avery Johnson was cut twice by the Spurs. So if these guys are closing in on a championship, it's been after a long, hard road for most of them. They take a 2-game lead to New York, winning game 2, 80-67.
Houston. That's what he did all the time against Indiana and has been unable to do for the most part against the Spurs until now.
Well, Jeff Van Gundy said to him when he was in foul trouble, keep your head in the game. A tremendous dunk. More importantly, feel the crowd.
With 9 minutes to go, Kerr for 3. And he puts it down. Sprewell against Ellie. Over it. And that will finish San Antonio.
A monumental hill to climb.
Robinson with 14 points. More importantly, San Antonio up 6. Houston faking around Ellie. Here's Ward. Shot clock winding down. Sprewell will take it with a hand in his face, and Robinson pulls it down.
New York fans wanted goaltending. That ball was well short when Robinson went up to get it.
Clock winding down toward a minute and a half. Mario Ellie gets it back. Huge offensive rebound.
See, new 24 now, so they're going to get probably over 40 seconds on this possession if they score here to push it to 8.
That you were in a fight.
Hey, Bob, how about last year, as early as last year? I mean, Utah coming into the United Center in Chicago, were down, 3-1. Looked like they were going to lose all 3 games there, and came back and got the game 5 to push it back. And then the Chicago Bulls were able to win game 6, but I didn't think they would win that game. So anything can happen.
But at least Utah was going home.
Absolutely. That's a big difference.
The Spurs win it 96-89. Midway through the fourth quarter, it was 81-79 San Antonio. Ward had a chance to tie. If he hit 2 free throws, he made 1. It was 81-80. Mario Ellie sets on 3 and a big one for San Antonio.
Wow, that quiets the crowd right there. Goes from now a 1-point deficit up.
Sprewell, who seems to be everywhere, grabs the rebound, brings it up, pops the shot, ties the game. Duncan double teamed, scores anyway, plus the foul.
We're 0 for 6 in this quarter, so that's his first field goal. His and Robinson's. San Antonio gets themselves in trouble. Starts standing around.
5 seconds to shoot. Duncan will. And he banks it home from long range. Anyone to Michael Jordan. But remember how, when the Bulls' offense, sophisticated as it was, bogged down, you could always just go to Michael. That's sort of the case here. Or does he?
Wow. Wow. I guess it's a pretty good weapon right here. Tim Duncan, when you need a basket, you go away from the double team. Dudley with great defense. Just a high-arching jump hook that'll play into San Antonio's hands. Get something quickly.
Sprewell. When you feel it, why not? He's not really a three-point shooter, but tonight, anything goes.
Bob, if you touched him right now, he would shock you. Offense, that's what you have to do against San Antonio, and who better than Latrell Sprewell? You lay off of him. He's not a three-point shooter. Well, tonight, he's shooting them from everywhere.
29 for Spree. All Ewing can do is cheer, but he can do it mightily. Duncan, again, and the same result. Sean Elliott, Avery Johnson, big hoop for Avery Johnson. The Spurs by 1. Avery Johnson, undrafted, bounced around the NBA, cut twice by the Spurs before sticking the third time. A 5'3" high school senior, the last man on his high school team, grew 8 inches in the next couple of years to get to 5'11".
And how often have we seen teams say, Avery Johnson, you have to make shots in the fourth quarter? In the entire playoff series, all the rounds, he's been able to do that. The double team, Sean Elliott looks like he wants to shoot it and doesn't take that shot, the hesitation. And then he finds Avery Johnson on the baseline, the rotation from New York. Once they came out of the double team, no one found Avery Johnson. And a critical...
Sprewell off the dribble against Elliott. Lets it go. The scoring spree does not continue. And Avery Johnson, perhaps appropriately, has it.
Bob, I can't see the shot clock, but I think they're going to have to foul. I don't know how much disparity. It's about a 3-second differential. They're taking a real chance here if they let this burn out.
It's David Robinson. Robinson spinning to the basket. Muscles up. No whistle. But he got it back. Now they have to come foul. They unleash the shot, and Johnson chases it down and calls a timeout with 1.4. The ball never got to the rim, I guess, and the 24-second clock continued to run. Ward to a game Sprewell. He's underneath, trying to find something. Can't. The San Antonio Spurs have won their first NBA championship. 26 years coming, and the Knicks made them sweat for every bit of it.
And listen to the New York crowd cheer their tremendous response to this crowd for the New York Knicks team and their effort.
They tried to spring Spurs, converged on him quickly.
That's been the whole factor of this series, is the big man have just not allowed you to score. Now he slips the screen, goes right down the lane, makes the great catch, but look who's there. Tim Duncan. He's pushed underneath the basket, forced to dribble the ball, and David Robinson also comes over, realizing you cannot make a pass. The clock is winding down. A tremendous effort by Sprewell to put his team in this position. And let's take a look at San Antonio. Look at David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Mario Elie, Avery Johnson. David Robinson getting a hug from his father there, Ambrose, his little son. What a moment for the Admiral.
For David Robinson and his wife Valerie, his three sons David, Corey, and Justin. Here's Jim Gray, the Knicks coach next year. Tim Duncan making home movies. For Duncan, a title in only his second year. And tonight, he scored 31 points, pulled down 9 rebounds, hit 12 of 22 from the floor. But for David Robinson, a long time coming. A decade in the league. 2 years before he came to the NBA, he was fulfilling his military obligation with the Naval Academy. So he waited 2 years, plus the 10. Sean Elliott, a couple of serious knee operations. Those are the 3 guys who could be called stars at various times of their careers. The rest of this Spurs team is a collection, and I say this with appreciation, of misfits and rejects and late bloomers.
And best friends, Avery Johnson and David Robinson. They've been through it all, different from Tim Duncan. Taking movies, sort of stepping back, watching the whole thing.
To the San Antonio Spurs, it was a spectacular series. To them, their fans, to their fans across America, congratulations, 1999 NBA champion, San Antonio Spurs.
For the city of San Antonio, a great ride. What's this mean to the city?
Oh, it means everything to our great fans who've hung with us for 26 years, the great owners that have owned this team for 26 years. Nothing better, nothing better.
And a historical win, Juliana, because the first ABA team to win an NBA championship.
Absolutely. I want to thank God for this fabulous team and the chance to be associated with such extraordinary gentlemen and the most fantastic ball players of all time.
All right, congratulations. David Robinson. David. Co-captain David Robinson.
Join me in applauding a spectacular athlete, a terrific young man who averaged 27 points and 14 rebounds to be the most valuable player of the 1999 NBA Finals, Tim Duncan.
Baby. Love you too, bro. I love you, baby. Let him go. Yeah. He just wants a contract next year. Sit that apple, baby. I love it, baby.
We come together as a team and we do a great job and pull this one out. It's for all of them.
We saw at halftime all the people in your homeland. What do you think's going on down there right now?
Oh, they're going crazy. I couldn't even imagine. They're going crazy down there.
Timmy, congratulations. Great playoffs and congratulations.
Hey, I want to say happy birthday to Mark. Happy birthday, baby.
All right.
The San Antonio Spurs hoist the championship trophy. Tim Duncan holds the MVP trophy aloft. Moments ago, our Jim Gray talked with the Knicks coach, Jeff Van Gundy.
You know, when you are this close and you are trying to win a championship, it's so very, very hard. But I think when it's all said and done, you'll see Jeff Van Gundy's back.
Know a couple shooters that hit you on the block. Ain't a janitor, but I hit you with a mop. Better watch your friends, they quick to turn the odds. And that bitch nigga will play you for a thought.